Sir, I am grateful to the honorable members who took part in the budget discussion. I am glad that they have supported the budget proposals. I am aware that we are faced with difficult situation. I know that there are many problems to be solved. I am sure you will agree with me that there is no simple solution to the problems. I realize that there can be many other ways of solving them. Therefore, when honorable members made many points which were not in agreement with the budget proposals, it is not as if they are not useful suggestions. But I may assure the honorable members that it is only after a full discussion that I have framed the budget. I have had discussion as much as possible. I do not say that I will always be right with regard to my judgment. Therefore, in the circumstances, the point of view expressed by others is more important than the point of view which agrees with the budget proposals. I may assure the honorable members that I shall examine many of the points that have been made and do whatever is necessary. Having said that, I would like to say that there was an agreement with regard to the priorities which we have got to observe in solving the problem of inflation. Many honorable members referred to the problem of inflation. If the increase in prices goes on in the same manner as it has been going on during the last 2 years, it would be the end of our planning and it would create many difficulties in the economy as a whole. Therefore, the government give great importance to the problem of inflation. It should be the tackled on the basis of a financial discipline. That financial discipline has to be observed in three sectors, if I may say so. The first is public consumption, where the central government, the state government, and the various institutions which are attached to these governments are concerned. The second is private consumption, where commercial credit is utilized. The third is the black money sector. Unless we tackle all these three sectors, you will agree with me that we may not be able to achieve results. As far as financial discipline in the government sector is concerned, the central government will have to set an example. In this regard, the previous minister was reviewing the situation from time to time with a view to finding out ways and means of reducing expenditure. Therefore, it will have to be continuous exercise with the central government where all the ministers will have to cooperate. I am glad to say that there had been cooperation from all the ministers with regard to this matter. The state governments also have to observe this financial discipline. Honorable members will remember that for a long time the state governments had used overdrafts from the Reserve Bank for their resource purposes. After some time, it looked as if there would be a competition between the states with regard to overdrafts from the Reserve Bank, and this was leading to a very difficult situation. Therefore, I took up this question and in consultation with the state governments, we came to the conclusion that these overdraft should not be permitted and that no state government should be allowed to run overdrafts for the purpose of increasing its resources. It was laid down that if the overdraft continued for more than a week, notice would be given and payment would be stopped. With these words, I want to conclude my speech. Letter dated the 5th March 2008 from the manager Balaji and Company, New Delhi, to the sales manager Mrs. Rani and Company, Salem. Dear Sir, I am in receipt of your letter dated 23rd July 1972. I am very happy to note that you have very carefully examined the proposals contained in the said letter and that you are taking prompt action in the matter. In the circumstances explained in your letter, I am writing to my firm at Mumbai to contact you or your representative and have personal discussions on the issue. Under any circumstances, we assure you that we will place an order and execute an agreement on the lines suggested by you. Meanwhile, we shall be thankful to you could kindly arrange to send your latest catalog for our information. We propose to have a meeting of our board of directors very shortly and we want to place your proposals before the board for their consideration. If the board of directors desires to visit the work spot, I shall let you know in advance. Further, I would like to inform you that we have proposed to set up a factory at Salem for the production and marketing of our products. By doing so, considerable amount of transport charges will be reduced. The labor cost in this area is lesser when compared to other places. Thanking you, yours faithfully.